It's Madden NFL 24. And up next, we'll see the veteran Jonnu Smith. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Broncos and the Bills. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower. And off we go from Denver. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier. 14 carries, 54 yards.
It was a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. He'll get this up to about the 44. When you look at this Bronco defense, into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. Now they go play action with Howell. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and they have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Howell. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchups with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Rodgers' throw complete there to Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And Howell will throw it. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Off play action. It's Howell. He'll find Hodgins there, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. It's Howell with another throw. And that one complete to Hodgins. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. O'Shane Ximines. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Complete. Jefferson to target. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Blake Gillikin on a punt now on 4th down. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But Jalen Hyatt was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. But you look at this Bronco defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass charge.
And even though it's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Fielded at about the 28. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. On play action, now Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, Johnson. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 3rd and 6. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaq Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Throwing is Rodgers. To Jefferson on the slam. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. The Broncos at 8-5 to start play. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one brought in by Jefferson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. Here's Rodgers. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Howell down to throw it. He completes it to Olave. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Howell. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They give it to Williams, running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 40.
Now it's Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Open man, it's Palmer. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
First down, Bills.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Dillon. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And Howe will throw it. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They begin the drive with Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. First down, Howe to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10, Howell. They go screen with Dillon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down, Howell. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. It's Howe with another throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Now Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Good coverage by Charvarius Ward.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he's caught. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Cool knocks this one through the post. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
That's good. Broncos first down.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Howell. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. They'll try the left side with Dillon. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. Now Howell. Olave over the middle. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams. We shine the spotlight on him.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
It's a game of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line.
And the Bills' 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Rodgers. This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. This is Smith to the ground. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him the 1st down.
Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Rodgers going to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. John Smith, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And the Bills getting set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Bills.
Now throwing on first down here. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And Howe will throw it. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Dillon on the inside give. And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8. Powell. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing here, Howell. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Howell down to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Shaq Lawson in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Rodgers. Open man is Palmer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Short throw to Smith. He stiff arms it. Well, they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning If he takes care of the ball and his offense, well, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
We're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
That's caught right side by Palmer.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And the Broncos are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Rodgers now on first down.
That's taken in by Palmer.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Rodgers.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Rodgers again now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Justin Jefferson
From 4 yards out.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is a chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Steps away to his left.
Powell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Howell.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
First down, Bill.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Howell.
And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
76 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker.
Now, hang on. We've got an injured player down there, and that's Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback, shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Back to throw. Howell.
Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Howell.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And the Broncos get there and take him down. David Onyemata in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Howell with one final shot. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Broncos,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the versatile Deebo Samuel. He's more than happy with last week's numbers, going well over 100 yards and scoring twice. It's the 49.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 19 carries, 65 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to run.
And it's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. Now Young. Open man downfield is Sims. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Young now.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
Young to throw it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Now here's the former Panther. Had some great years with him. It's Christian McCaffrey.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 25 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field with his traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
The Niners at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, you know, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
At the 41-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. Ooh, the juke. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. First down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards. Here's Lawrence. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Panthers' 7-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Cameron Latu, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing. Young. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And the Panthers' first down.
Running right, here's Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Young. And his throw is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Samuel. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get this to about the 38. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. From the 38 now, here's a second down and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Lawrence. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now Lawrence to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. McCaffrey is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 12th
rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. Pushing his way through. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
They'll go again with Sanders.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Up the middle they go with Sanders. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back onto the field comes this offense led by George Kittle.
It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late.
22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. In motion left comes Brown.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Panthers' 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Young. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Here is Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Young. And his throw here is incomplete. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Here's Matt Araiza now. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking. A lot of help from his teammates, but he's...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he is out of bounds here. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get some. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Moody good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first,
well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Starting the second half of the run by McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return,
and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And Young's throw there incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Young now from the 50. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, Lawrence
completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Quick slant to Brown.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now Lawrence.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now.
14 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners extend their lead yet again. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That throw by Young incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On play action, Young. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. There's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll take it at the 42. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Lawrence connects with Kittle underneath. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action. Young. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3rd down, Young from the gun.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Young to throw it. Shoves him aside. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. 1 quarter remains
headlines here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man here, Sims complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Young.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here.
13 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 3rd down and 1.
Young.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here's Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Michael Thomas. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
This taken in right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Lawrence.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
The 45-yard line.
A handoff left, McCaffrey.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Again, it's Lawrence.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. First down, Young. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Panther first down.
Now Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and
10. Throwing, Young. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting them behind them.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Second and 1 at the Panthers' 42-yard line.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for San Francisco, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.